In last class we had configured the policy application aware routing policy, like we had configured a specific path for a specific application. Like if you have mission critical traffic in your network, right? So you can configure a specific path for that application, right? For a service VPN, for a particular service VPN, we can configure a specific path for a specific department traffic, right? So we have multiple types of group of interest here in SD-WAN through which we can create the policy, and policy is the main topic of SD-WAN, right? That is called traffic management. So till now we seen many types of traffic management. First we have seen the different types of topology. We had created hub and spoke topology, the default hub and spoke topology. After that we had created custom hub and spoke topology by using route on the basis of route, hub and spoke on the basis of route. Then we had created hub and spoke topology on the basis of T-lock. After that we had seen the policies, right? So in the policies we have covered multiple types of policies, and in the last class we had covered the application aware routing policy, and today we are going to understand some advanced policies like quality of service. So today topic is, main topic of today class is quality of service. And definitely before creating quality of service policy, I have to cover some small topics. We'll cover that. After that I will come on quality of service. So what I am expecting, you know the quality of service in traditional routing, like what is quality of service, where we are using it. We are using it to prioritize the traffic, like again the critical traffic, mission critical traffic. And in the quality of service there are some concepts like the classification, like class map, right, marking, DHCP. So these are the part of your traditional routing and switching, and I am expecting you know the basic DHCP, marking, like class map, quality of service schedule. Even if you don't know, you can simply find the calculator on the Google. On Google you can type quality of service calculator. Right here you can check the DHCP value for all the services. Like we know, voice traffic is delay sensitive traffic as compared to data traffic. Like for downloading one file from the website, from the file server, and talking with someone on call, both are not same, right? Here my voice traffic is more critical traffic, and this is the table here you can see, right? Like in this table you can see for voice DHCP marking is nothing but the 46 is the marking. So we will come on this. Before that, let's first prepare the topology for these types of configuration, right? So guys, see here in the topology I have added some new link. You can check branch 2. See, in branch 2 I have added one more link in LAN side, in the service VPN side, in the LAN side. 0/2 was there in the last class, right? And today we have 0/3 also here. And in branch 3 also I have added one more link. So this is new link, and this is new link for you. I'm going to put it in VPN 20 over here, right? And 0/2 on all the WAN edge devices we had VPN 10 earlier, right? And all the sites were able to communicate with each other in service VPN 10. Here also I had only VPN 10 earlier. 0/2 was the part of VPN 10, and today I have added this one 0/3, and I am going to put these all interfaces 0/3 over here in branch 2, in branch 3, and in DC in VPN 20, right? After that we'll see how we can inject VPN 20 route in VPN 10. Like you can see in branch 1, in branch 1, how we will get VPN 20 prefix? Definitely we have to create VPN 20. After that, this router will receive VPN 20 prefix. It will install VPN 20 prefix in their routing table. But there is no any user in VPN 20. So can I ping VPN 20 from VPN 10? No. Because in VPN 10 you will not have VPN 20 prefixes. So you have to create one policy for inter VPN communication. For inter VPN communication, you have to understand how to inject route between the VPN. How to inject route between the VPN, and that particular thing, that type of policy is called intranet policy. That policy is called intranet policy. So we are going to learn intranet policy today. Extranet policy. And then for an example, sometime your requirement can be, like there is one VPN for the guest VPN. That is but local on the side, like local to the side. Let's say in branch 4, I have one VPN 50. Right? That should be the local to the side. I don't want to advertise VPN 50 prefixes to other side. This is, let's say, for guest. For guest in branch 2 in a particular office. So I don't want to advertise that. Right? So again you have to create policy for that. That is called VPN membership policy. So first we'll see extranet policy. Then we'll see VPN membership policy. Then we'll see quality of service policy. And after that we'll see, if we will have time, we'll discuss the rest thing. There are many more things like service chaining, and many topics are still pending, so we'll see those all. Okay, just 1 minute. Guys, there is one issue. See, we don't have VPN 20 in all the branches, and I am using same template. I have single feature template, and I am using that in all the branches. So now I have to separate the template, because here the configuration is different for this particular site. For this particular site, configuration is different, right? These two sites and DC, these are the common configuration, correct? So what we can do, we can copy the previous template, and here for the branch 2 and branch 3 and DCVH, I need to create one more VPN, right? VPN 20, and then we need to create one template for interface in VPN 20. So these two extra templates are required in these 3 sites. Right? Even here also inside 4 also I have added 2 link. So let's do one thing then. The previous template can be used for these sites like branch 2, branch 3, branch 4 and DC, and we can create the new template for branch 1. Right? You can do anything. Both are fine. Okay. So let me access my vManage and let me check the templates first. Going to use Opera. .192.168.1.20 IP address. Today's class is going to be very important. Why it's taking time? So I have just turned on the device. Wait, it will take hardly 1 minute. Yeah, got the access of vManage. You can see all the devices are live. And under policy we have lots of policy. You can see in the last class we have created policy for Sunday requirement, right? One application aware routing policy for HTTP for telnet, right? And hub and spoke topologies. So these are my policies. And under templates, again we have lots of templates here. You can see these are the CLI template, and these are the device. These are the device templates, and these are the feature templates. So here in device template, you can see in device template we have branch device template. Here I have called 16 feature template, and this template is applied with attached with 5 devices. 2 devices are there in branch 1, 3, branch 2, 4, branch 3, branch 2 and branch 3, 4, and branch 4, 5. These 5 sites. Okay, let me turn off this device for now. Yeah. So I am going to deattach this template for, let's say, branch 2 and branch 3. In branch 2 and branch 3 I am going to create VPN 20 for now. In branch 2 and in branch 3 I am going to create VPN 20. So what we can do here, we can deattach these 2 sites, deattach, and see the site ID 7.7 and 8.8.8.8. So 7.7.7 and 8.8.8.8. Deattach it. On these 2 sites we'll attach the template after adding VPN 20.
US, Europe, Australia.
After adding VPN 20, we'll attach these 2 templates. So fine, you can see it's scheduled. It will take some time deattaching, under process. We have already one template for VPN 10, so we can copy that. You can see success. Now the mode of these 2 sites are CLI. Like these 2 WAN edge devices mode is now CLI. Right, we can configure it through CLI. Let's do one thing here. Again under template, I'm going to copy this template, branch device template here, copy, and I'm going to change the name. Let's say branch 2 BR2. I am saying BR2, copy, paste, copy, done. And I can copy it one more time for branch 3, here also branch 3, copy it, paste it. Now in branch 2 I am going to add VPN 20 first. So let's click on edit and then go to service VPN, and under service VPN you can see I have only one service VPN, that is VPN 10. I am going to add one more service VPN here. Click on add, and here I don't have any feature template, so from here also we can create template for VPN. So let's click on create template, and let me give name, what we can say, VPN 20 template. Right, let me use same name for the description also, and here VPN ID is going to be 20. Name you can define anything like description, let's say VPN 20, and you can ignore it as well. Then DNS is not required, OMP not required, nothing, IPv4 no, IPv6 no, service nothing, that's it. Just save it. So I have created one template for VPN 20. Here you can see in service VPN. And inside this VPN, I am going to add one interface. Which interface? The newly added interface 0/3. So I need one template for 0/3 interface. So let me add one VPN interface first here. Then again here we need one template for interface. From here we can create. Let's create it. Here name I am going to say, let's say VPN 20 interface. Right, and interface ID is going to be what? G0/3, which is the newly added interface. Are you guys getting me? What I am doing? It is exactly similar like the previous configuration. Now I am not configuring the policies. Just I am adding one more service VPN here. That's it. Name, description, and then interface will be shut down. So let's set it globally, no shut. Then interface name, I am going to say G0/3. The description I can configure, let's say LAN interface. LAN interface, or we can say connected to internal router. Then IPv4 address is required. Yes, it's required. Device is specific, or globally I can say here I am going to use subnet 20.1.1.0 for an example. 20.1.1.0. Let me write here. In VPN 20 I am going to use subnet 20.1.1.20.1.1.0/24. Okay, 20.1.1.0/24. So let's configure IP here. 20.1.1.1/24 IP address is done. Done. Is anything else required? Tunnel interface not required. This is my LAN interface. Nothing else. All done. Right. Then if you want to configure any routing protocol here, let's say for an example I want to run OSPF, so I can add OSPF here inside this VPN 20. Click on OSPF. You need again template. From here you can create the template. You can say VPN 20 OSPF, copy, paste in the description. Router ID, I am leaving everything on default. Is redistribution required? Yes, we need to redistribute OMP protocol in OSPF. So let's select OMP and click on add. And rest everything I am leaving on default. Area I am going to put it in 0. Area type I am going to leave it on default. I am going to add interface here. Which interface? GE 0/3. And the hello time, date time, these all are going to be default. In the under advanced you can check the network type. Let me do one thing. Let me set network type point to point here globally, and we can say point to point network type, and let's click on add. Done. Click on add. Done. I think all configuration is done for the interface. Yes, just save it. And now I am going to update. I am going to attach this template with branch 2 VH. Right, just I have added, guys, one new thing here from the last configuration and this configuration. If you will compare, so here we have VPN 20. That's it. Rest all are exactly same. So click on update. Update, and here is my branch 3 template. Attached device is 0. Let's attach it. Click on attached. And on which device we are going to attach? I think 7.7.7. yes, you can see branch 2 VH 7.7.7. so select it and attach. If you want to see the difference in configuration, you can see all informations are already filled. We don't need to fill anything. Just click on update, then next, and here is your configuration. Let's see the difference in configuration. Here is the difference. You can see. Oh, what happened? What happened? There is same configuration. let me cancel it. Yes, cancel. And branch 3, sorry, branch 2, extremely sorry, branch BR2, 7.7.7. Next, attach. And then click next. And here is the configuration. Let me check the difference. And side by side. And here is the difference you can see. Earlier VPN 20 was not there, and now in this new configuration we have VPN 20 configuration. And under VPN 20, this is the name. I have enabled the router OSPF. I have redistributed OMP protocol in OSPF. Area is 0. Interface is this one. Network type is 0.2. Fine. So this is the new added configuration. Now click on configure device, and it's under process. Just wait for some time. After that, we'll have VPN 20 on this VH, branch 2 VH1. Till then, let me access branch 2 VH1, and let me reduce the size a little bit here. Yeah, 10 or 9 is fine. Yeah. Admin and admin. Done. Now here you can see success. Now we can check VPN 20 is there or not. So run VPN 20. Right, so you can see VPN 20 is there. And so one thing we need to do here, we need to enable OSPF on internal router as well. So let's access this internal router, and on this router enable config T interface F1/0 is new added interface. Say no such. IP address 20.1.1.2.255.255.255.0. Here I am going to say IP OSPF, network type point to point, and IP OSPF 1 area 0. That's it. Now you can check here OSPF neighborship. So OSPF neighbor. So you can see we have two neighbor, one in VPN 10, one in VPN 10 and one in VPN 20. One in VPN 10 and one in VPN 20. Now let me show you the routing table of VPN 20. So IP route VPN 20. So you can see in VPN 20 it is receiving all the internal prefixes. It is receiving all the internal prefixes in VPN 20. Now for site 3 also we can configure VPN 20. Let me do it. Let me configure it quickly. Again go to templates. So I have already template, and same template I am going to use here, but one thing is different. That is the IP address on G0/3 interface. So let me check VPN 20 template here, and VPN 20 OSPF. Here it is. Just click on edit, and then under service VPN you can see we have only VPN 10 here. Let me add one more, and VPN 2 branch 2. I am going to use this template because the VPN configuration is going to be exactly same over here as well. So let me use this one, right? Then OSPF. For the OSPF also we have same configuration, so I am going to use same template, and then one interface here I need to add. But interface I cannot use the previous interface because guys here IP address is different. So I am going to create one new template here. Say VPN 20 and branch 3 interface. Copy paste. VPN ID interface is going to be no such, and then interface ID is going to be G0/3. Description we can ignore it for now. IP address is going to be, let's say, 20.10.1.1/24. Here I am going to use this subnet. 20.10 dot 20.10.1.0/24. This is my subnet here. Done. So 20.10.1.1 I have configured IP over here. Fine, fine. Terminal interface not required, nothing else. Just save it. Save. Right, and now we can update it. So you can see we have VPN 20 here as well. Just update it. Update. Next, here the difference also we can see, but let me configure it directly. Now it is under process. Wait for a moment. Done. Pushing the configuration. Till then, let me here show you the routing table now in VPN 20. So IP dot VPN 20, and you will see this router will receive all the prefixes of side 3 in VPN 20 also, in VPN 10 as well as in VPN 20, in both VPN. It's not receiving now. Success. What happened here? What happened? Why it is not receiving? Let me check. Where is the error? Admin and admin. So run VPN 20. VPN 20 is still not there on branch 3. Okay, I think I have attached it to wrong device. Template. Oh my god. Set. I have attached it over here. Template for branch 3. This is my template. Next, let me check the configuration once. Sometime it's happen, no worry. Why I don't have again VPN 20 here? What is this happening? Branch 3, click on edit and go to service VPN, and from here VPN 20 is removed. What happened? The VPN interface and the OSPF configuration. In OSPF we have this template and VPN 20 interface. Yeah, now fine, just update it. Attach device. Very good. No, still there is one issue. Here that I called wrong template. It will be this one. Yeah, now it's fine. Let me attach it to device. Branch 2 and 7.7.7 attach. Next, config difference. Yeah, fine. Config. Then we need to attach this template also, And we can do one more thing here, like on branch 3, I can remove interface from VPN, right? Just I am going to create VPN 20 on branch 3, right? I don't have any interfaces, so that branch 3 will receive prefixes in VPN 20, and after that I will show you how VPN 10 user can communicate with VPN 20 user, right? So that will be, I think, better practice. So let me do one thing. From here I am going to remove the interface in service VPN 20, and VPN interface I am going to remove it. Remove the OSPF. Just I have added the VPN 20 on branch 3, that's it. And then attach device to 8.8.8 branch 3 and click on attach. Next, here also you can see the difference. Here you can see I have only created the VPN 20, that's it. Just configure the device. Now what I am expecting, that branch 3 VH will have these prefixes in both VPN, in VPN 10 also, as well as in VPN 20 also, because I have created VPN 20 here, right? But on these vanished devices will only have these prefixes in VPN 10, because VPN 20 is not there. Okay, so let me check the template is attached or not. Yes, template is successfully attached with device. Now let me take you here, branch 2 VH, we have similar output here, and now let me take you to branch 3 VH, and now so run VPN 20. Here we have VPN 20, but you can see don't have any interfaces. Now so IP route VPN 20. Now you can see, here I got these prefixes. Let me reduce the size here as well, it will be better to compare. Here also I am going to set 9. Yes. Now you can see on branch 3 in VPN 20 I am receiving all the prefixes of branch 2. All 20 prefixes are there, you can see, from two sides, from internet and MPLS. From both transportation I am learning branch 2 prefixes 192.168.20.0, 21.0 and 22.0 here, correct? But on branch 2 VH, here you can see so IP route VPN 20. We don't have any route. We don't have any remote route in VPN 20. So guys, can I ping branch 3 from VPN 20? Let me try ping, and then I am going to ping for an example ping in VPN 20 and let's say 10.10.3.1, which is in VPN 10 on branch number 3, right? So this ping will not work. Reason, you can see destination host unreachable, because route is not available in VPN 20. So IP route VPN 20. Route is not available in VPN 20. Now question is how we can inject VPN 10 routes in VPN 20 and VPN 20 routes in VPN 10. So now I am going to introduce new policy in front of you, that is called extranet policy. Right? So extranet policy is used to inject routes between the VPNs. Got it? Right? So my VS Smart is going to inject all VPN 10 routes in VPN 20 and all VPN 20 routes in VPN 10. Right? So you know how to create policy. To create policy, go to policies and then click on add policy. Here we can define the group of interest, but we have already group of interest like color. You can see we have two color list, data prefix, and I have one data prefix as well where I am matching these prefixes. Policer prefix, I don't have any prefix, will create prefix later. Side list, I have already side list. You can see side 2, side 3, all side, DC side and branches. Side list is already there. TLOC and VPN list. VPN list is also there. Sales VPN and HR VPN. We can create one more VPN list with name all VPN. All VPN, and here we can call VPN 10 and 20, and then we can add it. Right, so I have 3 VPN list. Then simply click next. Then here click on add topology. You know how we are creating the policies. Click on add, then click on custom control, and then sequence type. Here we can first define the name. Let's say name of my policy is extranet policy. Extranet policy. Copy it and paste it. Right. Then click on sequence type, and here we can select the route, and we can define the sequence rule. What will be sequence rule here? Right. What will match, guys? What we will match here? Here we are going to match the VPN. Right, so click on VPN, and VPN, let's say sales means VPN number 10, VPN 10, and then click on action is going to be accept, and here click on export to. Export to means export sales VPN prefixes to HR VPN, means VPN 20. So export to, and here we can select what? HR VPN. That's it. So what this policy will do? This policy will match, what it will match? It will match VPN list from sales VPN list, and then it will accept it and export that to HR VPN, means VPN 20. Got it? Then we can save it. And in the same way we can create one more sequence rule for exporting VPN 20 into VPN 10. So again click on sequence rule, click on VPN, not TLOC. VPN, here I am going to select HR, then I am going to click on action, accept, and export to VPN 10. VPN 10 means sales. Again click on save. So see, I have two sequence rule here. I have two sequence rule here. One is exporting VPN 10 into VPN 20, and one is exporting VPN 20 into VPN 10. And then default action we can say accept. Default action we can say accept, and just save it. Now your policy is ready. Just save control policy and then click next. Right, from here you can edit, view, delete, and then click next. Okay, here we don't need to do anything, just click next, and name is going to be same, extranet policy, and here we can add the site for which side you want to apply this policy. So click on add new side list, and in which direction you will apply it. Can anyone tell me the direction? What will be the direction here? Out direction or in direction? See, this policy is going to be applied on VSmart. So what I am saying, hey VSmart, whenever you will receive VPN 10 prefixes, VPN 10 prefixes, just import that in VPN 20. Import that in VPN 20, and whenever you will receive VPN 20 prefix, import that in VPN 10. So what will be direction, in or out? Direction will be inbound or outbound? Inbound, because VSmart is going to import the prefix when it will receive prefix in the VPN. So in the inbound direction, I am going to call site, for which site you want to apply this policy, right? So if you want to apply it for all the sites, here you have one site list with name all sites. If you want to apply it only for branches, you have one site list branch. For a particular site, you can see site 2, site 3. So this is the reason why I told you to create all the possible group of interest, right? Like for a particular site, if you want to apply this policy, first you should have site list for that site only. So let's say for all the branches, I am going to apply it. So select the branches and then save the policy. Even you can preview it. What happened here? Policy, can't save the policy, add VPN list. Okay, just click on add first, add, and then you can preview the policy. So see, this is the policy, right? If you are going to configure it through CLI, then you will configure like this, right? So what it's saying, control policy with name, extranet policy, sequence number 1, match route for VPN list cells for all the prefixes, any prefixes, and action is going to be accept and then export VPN list HR, right? So it is going to match the VPN list cells, means VPN 10 for all the prefixes. Action is going to be accept, and it is going to import that in VPN 20. Then with sequence number 11, we have another match route from VPN list HR for all the prefixes. Again, action is accept and import that in cell, and then default action is for rest all traffic, action is accept, right? And for which site we applied it? For branches, means all sites, site 1, site 2, site 3, site 4. These are the site ID, right? Click on save policy. Now my policy is not activated. Here you can see we have created the policy, but it says still false, not activated. So let me activate it. And guys, before activation, you can verify the routes in VPN 20 or in VPN 10. Now let me activate this policy. Click on this 3 dot and activate. Just wait, it will take some time scheduled. It is under process. Guys, if anyone is not able to understand, please ask, please stop me, because trust me, you cannot find this detailed explanation on the entire internet. Not available. Videos are not available, like content in text form are not available. So here only you have to understand, or you can go through the recording. So if you have any question, please stop me and ask. Fine. So you can see success. Now my policy is activated. Right? You can see the true. This policy is activated. Now here on, let's say, branch 1 VS1, I am going to show you the VPN 20 routing table. You can see I have received all the prefixes, all VPN 10 prefixes in VPN 20. These are the prefixes of side 1, 11.0, 12.0. Here it is. You can see branch 1. Getting my point? And all the VPN 10 will be also receiving VPN 20 prefixes. So now can I ping The earlier ping was not working, this ping, and now you can see ping is working. So this is how we can make communication between different VPN. And which policy we are using? We have configured here extranet policy. Extranet policy is used to inject routes between the VPN. Right? So like this, according to our requirement, we can make communication between the VPN. And now I have applied it for all the sites, but in real time maybe you will be applying it for few sites. Right? So let's say if I want to apply it on branch 2, in branch 2 and branch 4. So I can create one site list where I can call these two site ID, and we can apply it for that site list. Getting my point? Right? Now VPN 10 and VPN 20, both the VPN can communicate with each other, similar like to VRF. Right? So we have imported VPN 10 prefix in VPN 20 and VPN 20 prefix in VPN 10. Now the next thing is here on side number 3 also you can check VPN 20 routing table. Now you can see in VPN 20 we have all the prefixes, means we can ping, we can send traffic in any VPN. Either VPN 10 or 22 VPNs are available. Right? So from here, like VPN 20 user can also ping side 1 users. Ping VPN 20 and then I can say, let's say 10.10.1.1. You can see this ping will also work. This ping will work. If there is routing, this ping will work. Because this route is available. Yes, route is available in VPN 20, you can see. Actually it is pinging from VPN 0. So here I can define the source. Source I can say 10.10.10.3.1. Source is going to be 10.10.3.1 or something else. Okay, the reason guys, here on branch 1 VS we don't have VPN 20. We don't have VPN 20. So this router is not receiving any route in VPN 20. Branch 1 VS1 have not install any route in VPN 20. The reason is here we don't have VPN 20, right? So to import prefixes in VRF must be there. So if you want to import all the prefixes in VPN 20 here, simply you need to create the VPN 20. That's it. You need to create VPN 20. And how to create VPN 20? Here I can run command VPN 20. Then we can add the interface. We can configure the IP address, no sir, like that. But the mode is we manage, so we cannot configure through CLI. Okay, and here you can verify. So IP route, so IP route VPN 20. You can see I don't have VPN 20 here. But again from branch 3 I can ping to branch 2. Branch 3 I can say 10.10.10.2.1 2.1 in VPN 20. Source ping VPN 20 and 10.10.2.1 is the IP or 2 is the IP. 10.10.3.1. So IP interface, show IP, show interface, and we can 0/2, yeah, interface G 0/2. So here IP is 10.10.3.1, that is correct. Ping 10.10.2.1. In VPN 0 it's pinging, in VPN 10 ping is working, and in VPN 20 also ping should work. In VPN 20 also ping should work. I think there is some issue with routing. Let me do one thing. From here I'm going to ping VPN 20 and 10.10.3.1, and from here I am able to ping. Source 20.1.1.1. Yeah, from this particular source also I am able to ping, and from 10.10.1.2.1. This is the incorrect source, and 10.10.2.1 should be the IP address. Okay, sorry, 20.1.1.1. Right, so I'm getting reply from branch 3. So this way, like in branches, in rest all branches we can add VPN 20, and after that all these VPN 10 and 20 can communicate with each other. Now, how to limit one VPN to a side only, right? Let's say, as I told you, we have one guest VPN in branch 2 or in branch 4. In branch 4 we have one guest VPN, that is VPN 50, right? So VPN 50 is also here, also here, also here, also here, but I don't want to advertise that to these sites, right? Because this is for the guest in branch 4 only, inside 4 only, right? So how we can limit a VPN to the local site? With the help of VPN membership. With the help of VPN membership. That is called VPN membership, right? How a VPN can be local to the site. Let's say I have created a VPN 10 for the guest, or VPN 40 for the guest in branch 1, side 1, and I don't want to send it to other sites. So we have to configure VPN membership here. To configure VPN membership, it's very easy. First, I am going to deactivate this policy. Just deactivate it. Deactivate it. Now again, VPN 10 and 20 cannot communicate. Success. Now again, VPN 10 and 20 cannot communicate with each other. You can verify it from here. Now you can see destination host unreachable. Ping will not work now. Next thing, VPN membership. How to create VPN membership? Again, go to policies. Then group of interest is required, like VPN list and side list. I have already VPN list and side list. So click on add policy. Group of interest already there. Click next. And here you can see we have option to select VPN membership. So click on VPN membership and then add VPN membership policy. Add VPN membership policy. You can give any name. Let's say name is VPN membership policy. Right, this is name of my policy. Copy paste in the description, and after that here I can select the site for particular site or for all the site you want to configure it. Right, so site, let's say branches, all the site, and then VPN list. VPN list is, let's say for an example, 20 HR VPN, then we can save it. This way. Then click next. This is for application aware routing. Here can say VPN membership policy, and we can save it and then activate it. You can preview it. Right, so here see, for all the sites only VPN 20 prefix will come now. Only VPN 20 prefix will be advertised to all the branches. Right, VPN 20 is the HR VPN. So save it, and your policy is ready. We can simply activate it. Click on activate and activate. Now guys, main quality of service. Okay, done. So you can access any VNS device, let's say branch 3 VH. So IP route VPN 20. So in VPN 20 I am receiving routes of branch 2 only, because I had deactivated the policy. And in VPN 10, so IP route VPN 10, you can see in VPN 10 we have only local prefixes. These are the local prefixes: 30.1, 30.0, 31.0, 32.0. These are the local prefixes, right? So now these branch WAN edge devices will not receive any route in VPN 10. Any route in VPN 10. This is what? This is VPN membership policy. Clear? Sometime we need to configure this also. Right, I'm going to deactivate this policy as well. VPN membership policy, just click on this 3 dot and deactivate it. Done. Now guys, for quality of service, tell me one thing first. What is quality of service? Quality of service means prioritizing the traffic, like prioritizing voice over IP traffic over data traffic. That is what? That is quality of service. So how many of you know the DSCP marking? See, for quality of service policy, first we have to create, for quality of service, first we have to create class map. For the classification, what is class map? A class map is a set of rule, or you can say criteria, used to classify the traffic, like classify the voice traffic, video traffic, right, data traffic, right, on the basis of application. Like you can classify the YouTube traffic, Facebook traffic, Instagram traffic, right, on the basis of protocol also, on the basis of port number also we can classify. And the most important thing is on the basis of DSCP value, right? So after class map, we'll configure classification, then quality of classification, and then we'll QoS schedule, and after that finally we'll apply it on the interface. So for an example, in branch 4, or let's say in branch 3 or in branch 4 for an example, right? On the MPLS link, means 0/1 link, I want to reserve some bandwidth for voice traffic. Then I want to reserve some bandwidth for data traffic for particular application, right? So what we can do, we can create Q4, we can create multiple queue, and in the queue we can define the bandwidth. We can define the latency there. Okay. Queue is nothing but, you can say, like virtual space where packets are stored temporarily before being transmitted. Before transmitting the traffic, router are going to put the traffic in queue, right? And on the basis of priority, device is going to forward the traffic, are going to transmit the traffic. High priority traffic will be transmitted first, like your voice traffic get transmitted faster than lower priority traffic, like the file downloading or the data traffic, right? So guys, if anyone is there who are not clear with the basic quality of service concept, there is one video available on my channel, you can watch that, right? Because I am not going to cover the quality of service basic here. I have already shown you the calculator. Here is the calculator, you can see the values, right? So for an example, my requirement is for voice over IP reserve 70% of bandwidth, right? And or for video traffic reserve 10% of bandwidth, and rest for all the general traffic. 1 minute guys. Hello, I'm getting one call. Hello. So what I am expecting, that you guys know what is class map. So class map is nothing but it is used to classify the traffic into the criteria. After that, you know the queue. What is queue? Queue is similar like the queue in a bank or at the airport, right? In the same way, for the packets, devices are going to put all the packets in queue. Then you know the QoS map, quality of service map. Quality of service map is nothing but the, you can say, policy framework, that like traffic classes to specify the action, to specify the bandwidth, to specify the queue, to specify the drop, right? Like when router should drop the traffic, when router should process which traffic first, what bandwidth you are going to configure for which type of traffic. Then buffer is there. Buffer is also concept of quality of service. So buffer is again temporary memory to store the packet. Let's say on the network there is congestion, right? Or the outgoing link from where routers are going to forward the traffic are busy, so busy, cannot forward the traffic from the interface. So in that scenario, to avoid the drop during the traffic, device can store it in the buffer memory, right? So we'll define buffer also in the percentage. Percentage means time 10 percentage means the percentage of total memory allocated for storing that packet in the queue, right? So 10% means 10% memories are reserved to store the packet if the outgoing link is overloaded, right? 20% means the 20% memory is reserved to store the packet in queue. Okay, configuration is very simple. Here you can see for quality of service policy, first of all let me check if any policy is active over here. No, all the policies are false. So again I am going to click on add policy. I'm not going to create any group of interest because I have already lots of group of interest here. So click next here and go back one step back, cancel. Guys, see here I have two types of policy, centralized policy and localized policy. So I am going to create localized quality of service policy. So let's select localized policy here. You can create centralized quality of service policy as well, right? That will be applicable for entire SD-WAN fabric, right? Localized will be applicable for local to the device. So localized policy, then click on add policy, right? And here you can see we have class map option, class map, right? So there is no any class map, we can create the class map here. Means we can create the queue, and in the queue we can define the add class list, and here we can define the name, and then we can define the queue, q0, q1, q2, and after that on the basis of queue we can define the bandwidth, and then we can apply that on interface of router, right? So what I did here, I have select class map, and then I am clicking on new class list. I'm going to create the class list. The name I am going to give name, let's say q0. First queue is q0, and here I am going to set queue number 0 and save it. Done. I'm going to create one more queue with name q2, and here I am going to define queue number 1, save. One more queue I am going to create, let's say q2, and queue number I am going to define, for an example, 3. Let me check here, queue number 0, 1, yeah, it 2 should work. Q2, this is just a name, any name you can define. Here I have set queue name 2, let me rename it to 1, q1, and save it. Let's create one more queue, q3, and I am going to call queue number 2 here and save it. So done. You can see I have created 3 queue here, q0, q1, q2, and then click next, and you can see the queue number as well. Queue number 0 is for q0, q1, 2. Done. This is the q2, let me rename it q2. All good. Click next, and after clicking next, here is the interesting thing. Here we can add QoS map. You can see add quality of service map. So click on add quality of service map and new, create new, and you can see here we have one QoS map and all 100% bandwidth are reserved for that, right? This is for low latency traffic like control traffic or voice over IP traffic. All the bandwidth are reserved for that. Buffer, all the buffer memory is reserved for that, for the low latency traffic. But I am going to distribute the bandwidth into the queue which I have created, right? So simply I am going to click on add queue. Before that, here we can define the name of policy. What was the name of my policy? Here I can say QoS, quality of service policy. Yeah, that is fine. Yeah, this is name of my map, QoS map, and then click on add queue, and here we can select the queue. So let's say Q1, Q0 is already there. Here you can see Q0 is already there, right? So we can add Q1, and for Q1 all the bandwidth is reserved for Q0 by default. So let's suppose for an example for Q1 I am going to reserve bandwidth. How much bandwidth you want to reserve? Any bandwidth you can reserve for Q1. So let's say for Q1 I am reserving 30% of bandwidth, 30%, right? So automatically 30% will be deducted from Q0. 30% will be deducted from Q0, and then we can set buffer, let's say for an example 10%, means it is going to reserve 10% buffer memory to store Q1 data, and then drop. So there are two types of drop. You can see random, early, and tail. So let's select random only drop. Now we can save the queue. We can simply save the queue now. Right? And guys, random early detection means what? Means drop packet randomly before queuing is full. Before queuing is full, to prevent congestion. Otherwise, definitely on the WAN link will have congestion. So to avoid the congestion, what I am saying, if the queue is full, then drop the traffic randomly. And if you will select tail drop, it means then also it will drop the packet only when the queue is completely full. For the congestion, if there is congestion on the link, then it will not drop the traffic in that scenario. So this is the best practice to select random early. And here you can see the forwarding class is nothing but the Q1. So Q0 and Q1. Now you can see the bandwidth is deducted from Q0. For Q0 now we have 70% bandwidth. Here this side also you can see in the graph, in the diagram, right? So for Q0 we have 70% of bandwidth, 90% buffer memory. For Q1 we have 30% of bandwidth and 10% of buffer memory, and the drop type is random early, right? And the forwarding class for Q0 is control, and forwarding class for Q1 is Q1. Forwarding class for Q1 is 1. Done. So let me do one thing. Let me create one more queue here, and this time I am going to select 2. Here I am going to define bandwidth, for an example 35%. 35% of bandwidth, and buffer memory I am going to reserve 15% for an example, right? Drop type I am going to select same, and this is forwarding class for this queue is 2, Q2. Done, right? So here you can see the bandwidth distribution, how I have distributed the bandwidth for different queues. That's it. Now simply we can save the policy. Simply we can save the policy. So click on save policy. Here is my policy. Now my policy is ready. Just click next. Then add access list. We are not going to add any access list. Again click next here also, and add route policy. No, simply click next, and name same, quality of service policy, and now my policy is ready. We can preview it, we can save it. But the engineering is to apply this policy on interface. Now question is how we will apply this policy. Guys, see here we need to create one centralized policy also to take this policy in effect, right? So later I will create centralized policy. Now we need to define we need to apply it on interface. We can say we need to apply it on interface. So in template, see what I am going to do here. Where I will apply it, I will apply it on GE0/1 of site 4 vantage on this interface. So do one thing, go to template, and here I have one DC device template, this one. See, just click on edit, and here you will get one policy option. Device template, and somewhere you will find here, you can see in the additional templates policy is there, right guys? Policy. So here we need to call that policy. You can see the policy which I had created there, which I have recently created there. I am able to select this one, right? So just select this policy here, right? And update this template. I have update it in the template of branch 4 VH. I have applied it in the template of, call this policy in the template of branch 4 VH. And now through feature templates I am going to apply it on the interface. See, for this interface configuration we have one template. What happened? For this interface configuration, guys, we have one template. Oh, extremely sorry. I think I have applied that for the DC. Okay, no problem. Let's say for this interface I am applying. So for this particular interface we have one template here. In that template on interface I am going to apply this policy. If you have CLI access of this WAN device, then you can apply it through CLI as well. If you don't have CLI access, because mode of this device is vManage, so here I have to apply it through template. We also need to define the bandwidth on interface, that is shaping rate. Shaping rate is also required. Let me check the template is applied or not. Yeah, successfully done. Now again let me take you to templates, and this time I'm going to take you to feature template, and under feature template let me check templates for DC, and here you will find one template for interface G0 by 1. VPN 0 template 512. Here is the interface, MPLS interface. So let's click on this three dot and then click on edit. And here you can see we have one option, ACL and quality of service. ACL and quality of service. So just click on ACL and quality of service here, and here we can define the shipping rate. So let's suppose for an example the bandwidth of my interface is 100 Mbps. 100 Mbps means 100 and then 3 more 0 here, right? So according to the bandwidth you can define the shipping rate and quality of service map. Here we can call QoS map. Here we can call QoS map. Name of my QoS map is, guys, this one, QoS policy. This is the name of my policy. Now we are going to update it. Simply we need to update it, nothing else. That's it. This is the last step. Update. Click next. If you will check the difference, let me show you the difference as well here through CLI. Click on config difference side by side, and here you can see only I have added shipping rate and I called QoS map, right? On which interface? On 0/0 interface. On 0/0 interface. 0/0 of DCVH, right? Now let's configure it. Configure device. Now schedule, just wait for some time. From here only we are calling to centralized policy, like from the device template you have seen how we are calling to, sorry, I'm saying centralized, localized policy, right? Whenever you will create localized policy you will call from here, from device template, and then go to device template and click on edit, and here you will get under additional template you will get the policy option. So from here we are calling all the localized policy, because localized policy is local to the device, means directly it will be directly pushed from vManage to WAN edge devices. This is not from vSmart to WAN edge devices. It will be directly pushed to WAN edge devices from the vManage. Done. Now let me access this router DCVH, and in DCVH there are some verification command. Let me check what are the verification command. So run once. Let me check the running configuration once. In VPN 0, here you can see in VPN 0 we have added these two commands, shipping rate and QoS map, nothing else. These are two extra command here. Then you can use this command also, so run VPN 0, like this also you can verify this. Now we can apply it on interface. Sorry, we have already applied it on the interface. Now next thing is we need to create one centralized policy to take this policy in effect. Even one more verification command should be here. So policy question mark data policy filter. Here no entry found. entry font, because this policy is not active now, because what I told you, this policy is not in effective mode. To make this policy effective, we have to create a centralized policy. Let me do one thing first. Let me create one centralized policy and then I will verify it. So here under policy, I'm going to click on add policy, then say next, here we can select data traffic, then we can add policy, create new, let's say name of policy is DC QoS policy, copy, Control C and Control A, paste, and then click on sequence type, then select custom here and then sequence rule. In sequence rule, now here we have to define the DSCP, right? So what I will match DSCP. So see here I have one option, DSCP, to match DSCP. And guys, for voice traffic, DSCP marking number is, you can see for voice 46. It's 46 for the voice traffic. So let me do one thing. Let me put 46 here. Where is my policy? DSCP marking, I am going to say 46, and then action I am going to click accept, and then forwarding class. Let me open the console of vManage here also, 192.168.1.20. It will be better to copy the class map, like forwarding class name. I think the first one was for Q0, forwarding class name was control. Let me check what happened here. We manage, yeah. So go to policies here and then forwarding class QoS. Here you can see under customize option we have one option, forwarding class, to view the forwarding class. View, and yes, you can see forwarding class for Q0 is control. So let me copy this, and here I am going to paste it. Where? Forwarding class, in forwarding class. Let me paste it. So what will happen? For voice traffic, it is going to use this forwarding class, that means Q number 0, and in Q number 0 bandwidth is 35% reserve, means we are going to reserve 35% of bandwidth for voice traffic. Getting my point? So here I have pasted it, and the default action I can accept. First save it, and default action I am going to accept it. Accept and save. Right, then one more sequence rule I need to create. So again I am going to type on sequence type. Wait, where is my sequence type? Edit. Here is the sequence type 1 for voice traffic only. DSCP, for DSCP 46. Let me click on sequence rule again, and this time again I am going to match DSCP, and let's say DSCP value For let's say video conference, interactive video conference, you can see DHCP value is 34. So for video conferencing, I am going to set this queue. So here I will type 34 and then click on action, accept, and forwarding class. Forwarding class name of Q1 is Q1, this one. So let's copy it and let me paste it over here, right? And then again save it, right? So I have created two sequence rule here. Let me create one more sequence rule, and sequence rule, then DHCP, and whatever for whatever traffic you want to set this queue, you can check here in the quality of service calculator, and according to that you can configure the rule. If I will not match anything, that means for all the traffic, let's say the third queue is for rest all the traffic. So even I am not going to select this one, simply I will click on action and I will accept it, and the forwarding class I will select what, Q2. Let me copy the name of forwarding class and let me paste it over here, right? What happened here, you can see I have three sequence rule. In first, in Q0 I have defined voice over IP traffic, voice traffic. In Q1 I have defined video conference traffic, and for rest all the traffic I have defined Q2, right? Q2 from here. Here you will find the QoS map. From the QoS map you can define the forwarding class. Okay, so for rest all the traffic it will be using queue number 2, Q2. In Q2 how many bandwidth you have reserved? Here you can see everything. Here you can see everything, right? Even you can edit these all things if you want to edit. Like you can see burst I have not defined, you can edit it. Now finally I am going to save this policy. Save. Save data policy and then click next. Name of my policy is DC QoS policy. Copy and paste it over here. Here we can add the new side list, and VPN list. So VPN list I am going to set side list for DC only, and then for the VPN I am going to select VPN list, let's say for VPN 10, means sales VPN. So this way. Here you can see direction is not there. Direction is not there. Simply click on add and save the policy. Again you can preview it. Here is your quality of service policy. Now we can activate it. Right, so let's click on this three dot and preview this policy. So see how this policy look likes. Right, so sequence number 10 VPN list 10 for VPN 10 means sales means VPN 10. Sequence number, it will match DHCP value 46 means voice traffic. Source IP any action is going to be accept, and it will use forwarding class control. Forwarding class control means queue number 0 where bandwidth is 35%, right? Then sequence number 11, it will match DHCP value 34. Source IP address is again going to be any action will be accept, and it will use forwarding class Q1. And for sequence number 21, again it will match. It is not matching any DHCP value, means all. It will match all. Source IP, again any action is accept, and forwarding class Q2, and the default action is accept. Let's say okay. Right? Can I activate this policy now? Yes, let's activate it. Activate. Here is the policy from VSmart. You can see exactly same. We have exactly same output here as well, right? So VPN list 10 means for VPN 10, sequence number 1 match source any DHCP marking 46, action accept, and forwarding class control. Sequence number 11, source any DHCP value 34, action accept, forwarding class Q1, right? And according to your requirement, you have defined the bandwidth and drop, burst, and for rest all the traffic Q2, right? Control means Q0, Q1, Q2, right? Here is the information. You can see forwarding class. These are nothing but the forwarding class which we have created. This was the by default created there, right, which I have used for voice traffic. Now my policy is activated. Now let me take you to DC router, and here you can verify it by using this command. So policy from VSmart, you can verify the policy. After that you can run command now. So policy, data policy filter, and you can see the output. I was looking for this output only. I was looking for this output only. Right now I am going to do one thing. In VPN 10 I am going to send some traffic from, let's say, branch 1 or branch 2, VH1 admin, and let me ping VPN 10 and 10.10. What is the IP address? 0.1 and repeat. Ping is working. Somewhere it should so the hit from the internal router. I am going to send some packet. Ping 192.168.100.1 and source IP 192.168.10.1 and repeat. Why ping is not working? Yeah, ping is working fine. Now it is sending the traffic. Go to DC router. I'm forgetting the command. What was the command to check the traffic hit? So policies, quality of QoS, map information. Don't worry, I will check that. QoS. QoS. Who is trying to join now? What is the benefit of joining now, brother? Chris, what is the benefit of joining now? QoS map information I have checked. Nothing is there. And we can check scheduler information. Here you can check the bandwidth percentage, buffer percentage, Q, right? But where I can find the hit? Somewhere it should show the hit also. Policy from VSmart. No. There was one command, guys. I am forgetting that command for now. App route is a no access list. No. VSmart IPv6.
Sir, sorry for interruption. I have one doubt. Can I speak, sir,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
allow?
yeah, yeah.
Sir, actually today I am in night shift, so I am just left this session. But one request to you, sir. Actually, I am revising whatever the session we completed right now. But without the lab, now we are continue facing this issue. So it's request to you. You have to do any permanent solution for that, sir.
Permanent solution means?
Because in last time we connected with any Dexner, but it's disconnected frequently. It means after 10 or 15 minutes, sir.
No.
So whatever the time you, yes, sir.
No,
Uh,
Aditya was doing the lab yesterday. It was working fine.
through
So
any Dex.
yeah, it might be
Okay.
possible from your side you have internet issue.
Okay. So any team they are available in night or whatever the time you provide, na, sir. I will do the lab, no issue. But at least you have to provide the continuity, so it's better for me, sir.
Yeah, continuously every day you can access lab for 4 hours per day.
Exactly, sir. You're right. So can I access in night in 11 to between 11 p.m. to morning 4 a.m. if you allow,
11 to
or any 4 a.m. 11
in
p.m.
the
to 4
night.
a.m. Yes, sir.
Yes, you can.
So anyone from your team member, they will allow any decks
Yeah, yeah,
and they'll.
100%.
So
You had
definitely, sir.
you had already
Yeah.
accessed the lab, I think few day back, 3 day back. After that you
Yeah,
have
I don't know.
disconnected it.
I exactly, sir. I first time 2 days back. I think 4 or 5 days back. No, I connected, but 2 to 3 times it's disconnected. So I'm not try again. So it's maybe it's my fault, sir. I accept it. But just one request: you just share any of your team member. They will connect the AnyDex or help me if anything, if
Already
any. Sir.
already team member is there in the group. You only need to put the message.
Okay, sir. Sure, sure, sir. Definitely, sir. Thank you, sir. You just continue.
Okay.
So sorry, I am disconnecting right now, sir.
Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So guys, just take a break of 5 minutes. After that, we'll continue, okay? That is fine. Is it okay? Just take a break of 5 minutes, then we'll continue. Okay, so what is the issue here? Let me verify. There is some minor mistake. Or maybe in simulation we are not getting the output. This is that is also possible. But let me try. Let me check the policies once again. Command is same. What happened? Console got stuck. What happened? Finally. Cells. Yeah, this is the fine. Everything looks fine here. template DCVH, edit, correct. DC VPN 0, this is G1. Yeah, this is also fine. Policy looks fine. DC cell service VPN, that is so this way only we are creating the quality of service policy. There is, I think, some issue. Mm, mm. So policy let me check it once again. From service side to select the side list, I think I'm missing something, guys. See, everything is working fine. Only one thing is not showing. Like here we can check the hit also. Here we can check the hit. When it will be receiving traffic for service VPN, means for VPN 10, here we should have hit. It is still sending the packet. No problem. I will do one thing. I will check it. Okay. Where is the issue? I will check it. After that, we'll continue further. So here only I am stopping the class today. I will check it. Okay. So in the policy, see, we have covered all the policies, and quality of service policy is also correct. I have verified everything is fine. The configuration is 110% correct, but there is something missing. I will check that. Rest all you can see all these policies. These all are policies only. Application aware routing policy, the special requirement, hub and spoke, right? Hub and spoke based on route, hub and spoke based on TLOC, hub and spoke application aware routing for the telnet, right? For HTTP, Sunday requirement policy, extranet policy, VPN membership policy, and quality of service policy. So today we have covered these three policy: extranet policy, VPN membership policy, and quality of service policy. Quality of service policy is also done, right? Now service chaining is there. We'll see that in next class. Before that, I will check where is the issue here, right? In the night or in the morning, whenever I will get time, I will check why we are not able to see the hit here, right? And then I will revert you, and then we'll continue further. Okay.